Don't worry, I'll take care
When
of you.
you've been chased by nightmares, nothing scares you.
Let's touch down here.
I don't fear anything.
Solid copy.
Can you say the same?
Let's find something good. Let's see what we have over here.
Attention. First blood.
The first is fallen. Yeah, I found the next ring location. It's on your map.
Jump drive in position. We're not all in the ring. Reloading. I'm down.
Don't feel bad. Gibraltar still loves you.
The banner is right there.
What is going on, guys? It's Moan and welcome to Apex. You guys, I've been getting into this game quite a bit recently, actually quite a lot. Now, I recently had this very interesting match with two people, well, two separate matches. One in particular that sticks out to me because it happened fairly recently, and I think the two people may have been similar team. They may have been teammates or they've been working together because they had pretty good teamwork, which is something that doesn't normally happen when you play with randoms. Now, since I started playing this game, I usually only play with randoms. So I have more experience playing with random people and trying to adjust my play style. But I want to go over some of the differences that I noticed with playing with people who seem to communicate with each other, or they kind of know each other's play style, because you can tell they help each other. And I was just kind of like that additional cover for when things got really, really bad. But I'll go ahead and we'll go through some of the clips, and I'll even go through some of my thoughts on some of the things and decisions that even I make in the game that I don't pay attention to until after the fact. And I go, why did I just do that? I know some of you guys have those moments. I also want to say I am by no means a pro at this game. I'm okay. Sometimes I can't shoot, sometimes are better, but we'll just go ahead and I'll show you those clips and give my thoughts on some of the teamwork and some of the teamwork aspects that actually that I picked up through the game and why I make some of the choices that I make. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so right here, I am a very defensive kind of player. I like to kind of fight kind of mid-range if I can. I'm not really good with the close combat aspect. It depends. It depends on what weapon I have. So if you notice, this Mirage is going really far ahead of me and my other teammates, which is something I do not like. But I ended up hearing someone to my left, and sure enough, there was someone right there, and I assumed they would have probably tried to go after him. But then there's going to be some more people to my left. Now, that was a problem in itself because I couldn't find any cover. Now, the thing is now with this, is that had I not noticed that they were there, they more than likely would have gotten him and me as well.
Reloading. They're not getting back up from that. Oh, no. There's another squad. You got them.
they're just too, it seems like they're too far away from me, but they ended up killing me. Look at all this nonsense that's happening. But you guys, regardless, we didn't make this. we didn't make this. I don't know what Octane was doing. He has a pretty decent amount of kills, which is not bad, but this whole situation, yeah. I personally, for me, I would prefer if we all just attacked as one.
First blood on Ian.
Shield up.
Countdown.
Data soon to follow. Incoming grenade. Killed an enemy.
Okay, so right here, I'm waiting for my ability to become available so I can block off the doorway so they can't come through. But then this Wraith comes in, and our Pathfinder is still sitting there aiming down sight. And he has a sniper, but he gets down, and then I immediately move to cover and get her with the P2020. So I don't really have a decent gun at this point. But, you know, I take what I can get. I do what I can. Now, right now, I know that my gas trap is there, so we got some cover. But now, right now, I'm kind of concerned for our Pathfinder because he has no health, and I don't think he has any shields, and I don't have any shields on me. And normally, in a situation like this, I would prefer to back out, if I can, to try to get him some health, or I would even drop something for him right now. Because now we have enemies in front and enemies in the back. And I don't like this sort of situation. So I kind of want to get out of here. So I'm trying to get my teammates to follow me out of here. And just let these two teams fight each other if they can. Or just to get us out of there so Pathfinder can get healed. Because you can see he's not healing each other. He agrees. But then our Gibraltar decides he doesn't want to leave. And so Pathfinder gets knocked. And then eventually I get him up, but then eventually I get knocked as well. So then it just leaves Gibraltar to try to fend for both of us, which I think if we could have just got out of there, out of this situation, we wouldn't have to worry about the people behind and in front of us. But Gibby wants what Gibby wants, and so now Gibby's going to try to come in here and save the day again. Because now he's lost both of his teams. And sure enough, he's going to run and try to fight these people. And sure enough, he is going to meet his end. Alright, let's move on to better situations instead of the previous clips. Now, this is one of the clips I was talking about where things actually went really well. Now, in this case, I did not choose a character that I would normally play. I actually chose Rampart because I wanted to hear the dialogue options, you guys. I'm here for the lore. I know that's not good, but in the past, when I first started out playing this game, I used to choose my characters based on who my teammates were playing. So in a situation, if someone was playing Bangalore, I would choose Bloodhound, so I can see through her smoke if she uses it. Some people don't use their abilities, which is really strange, but in this case, I just wanted to hear the dialogue options, like the dialogues that happen between the two teams. So for example, in the situation with Wraith, I would probably choose a Caustic or a Watson. So if she uses her teleporter, I can place down a gas trap, or I can use Watson's fence. But this match actually goes pretty well. I will not lie. I did not do very much. I was trying to be an annoying Rampart, but I'm not going to talk about that. The only thing I'm going to say about that is that there have been quite a lot of Ramparts that like to just throw their turrets down and just go to town, and they're the most annoying things in this game. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to be that Rampart, so I tried it. But now here's the sucky thing. I get down first. I'm just going to tell you guys, I get down first. I don't know how I could have approached this. I'm pretty sure, I think it was just my aim was just really bad, but I get knocked. This Bloodhound obliterates me. And I remember getting irritated because I'm like, I'm the jump master. My teammates should have stayed with me. But I forgave them by the end of this match because things went pretty well from after this point. I actually didn't think they would come in to me because of how far away I was, and I'm not sure how many teams were actually here. Now, while we're going through and watching this, the clips of Bangalore and Mirage, like I don't like how they're not working together. I have this thing with when you're going to retrieve somebody's banner, it's better for both people to go, because you never know how many people are inside that room. Now, some people maybe get good enough to be able to take them both on, but when I see like people with not so many kills, it says to me that they're still kind of newish to the game. And even still, even if I have a character with a lot of kill and a lot of damage, I never know what I'm walking into. At least I know if they see it's more than one person, they're not going to push. But normally, if they see that it's one person, they're going to feel much more bold to attack at once. And that's a situation you do not want to be in, having two people shoot you at once. So Bangalore, she grabs my banner, which was, thank you, Bangalore, for grabbing my banner. I appreciate that. And she's heading to Mirage, and I don't know who killed him because I was not spectating him. I don't know who killed him, but apparently they're still nearby, and she does heal him out in the open, and that kind of concerns me, because had it been anyone else, they probably would have just killed him. But she didn't use her smoke to cover her, you know, to cover herself up while she's healing him. And then she does something else. Now, at this point, you guys, I'm not going to lie, I was not paying attention to the game. I had my headset off, and I was looking at something on my tablet. Now, because this is ranked, I do not leave the match. I don't leave the match at all. Any other time, I probably would have just left, but she did retrieve my stuff, so I stayed. Now, I was doing something else while I was just waiting for them to meet their ends. I assumed they were going to meet their ends. I know it's bad, but she revives me. She respawns me. I'm sorry. She respawns me after she remarked that there was a team nearby. Now, something I'll say about this. For me personally, I do not like doing this, because who knows what situation your teammate might end up in. They might not get an armor or gun, nothing. And in this case, because there were already teams scavenging the place, I didn't know where to go. But I was lucky enough to find a wingman sitting on the ground, and just so happened to get this guy knocked. I panicked. I'm not gonna lie, I did panic, but I was surprised I got that shot off of him. Our Bangalore got downed. And this Mirage right here, a very good Mirage. He knows what he's doing. He's a really good shot. So the whole team gets eliminated here, which is great.
Thank you.
As you were, my lady.
Got an Evo shield here. Level 2.
You're hitting me.
Alright, after scavenging and looting, I pretty much let my teammates do all the work while I sat back and tried to use Rampart's Sheila gun. And I never got the opportunity to do it. I felt it was kind of a waste, because this is the whole reason why I was supposed to be playing Rampart. As you can see, I've set her up. I was ready, but they never came, unfortunately.
Give him my shield to recharge.
Only 2 enemy squads. Already? These guys are a bunch of flonkers. Open up my cover. I make things look good, don't I? Oh, what happened? You had this in the bag. I mean, bag had a big hole in it, but still.
You gotta take the good with the bad. I'm good and you're bad. That was the last one. I came.
Exploring that area, mates. If you need me, holler.
It worked.
So in this situation, I decided to take to the tower because Rampart has walls that she can put up, and also we have the high ground, so we have a better view of our surroundings, and plus it's right in the center of the ring. So if you play this enough, you can kind of gain an idea of where the final ring is going to be. Because sometimes they usually end up in the same location. That's why some people set up beforehand. And as you can see, I set up the fences, and I'm looking for this final team. I'm looking around to see if anybody's running about, and I'm glad my teammates stuck with me. Now, something some people actually do in this situation, and it makes me question, is they fight outside of the ring, especially when it's like 30 seconds left. And I don't think that's a good idea, because you may even have people who are setting up defenses and waiting to snipe you or push you back outside of the ring, or damage you as the ring is closing, and then you end up in a bad situation where you can't get in and they're not going to let you in. And it's an easier win in that case. But right now we're just sitting here waiting, and nobody's showing up. And you guys are gonna find out really soon why that's the case. But I'm glad everybody stuck together here. Was just waiting it out. So at this point, I have my gun set up in front of the rope in front of us, and the one in back, just in case they decide to come up the rope. But then I'd start to hear someone.
Found an enemy close. Behind him.
I'm going to go ahead and freeze right here. I want to talk about how listening, like literally listening to sound cues in this game, is very important. I've noticed that some people, they talk or they listen to music while playing this, and normally they usually get down. Now, most of the time you can usually hear, well, not usually, you can always hear enemies' footsteps if you're quiet enough. If someone's flying down from a jump tower, you'll hear them landing nearby. Now, you may not know exactly where they are, but you can hear them. And in this case, because no one's making a sound, I can hear someone walking around. Now, I don't know exactly where they are, and you're going to see. This is how I know this Mirage is really good, and how I can spot a really good player, is because they'll hear before they actually see. And when I turn around, you're going to see he's going to be looking down just like I am, because I know he hears it as well.
There's one right here.
So now we know that there is someone nearby, and he's more than likely beneath us. Now, here's the thing. When people play this is why I hate being the last one standing in this situation, because if you're the last one standing, you don't know if the other team has full members, and you're pretty much at a disadvantage. Now, right now, I'm telling my teammates I'm going to defend here because I want them to stay at this location, and I'm trying to figure out where I can set up my turret, and I'm waiting for my turret to refresh. So I head to this location. Now, I don't want them to end up following me, but of course, Mirage does. Mirage follows me, and now I didn't want them following me just in case he got me down. Okay, coming up next is that really nice match I was telling you guys about. The one where you can sort of like relax. Now, I know when you guys look at this, you're gonna be like, what does she mean relax? Relax in the sense that I don't feel completely stressed, because I was under the impression that they knew what they were doing, and so I did not have to worry about that. So it was relaxing in that sense, because I knew that this Wraith was going to have her friends back if it came down to it. Now, I had had so many situations where I'm playing and it's just me always having my teammates back, where the other person is just kind of off doing their own thing. Like, it's always me recovering the banner or me trying to revive our teammate, and I go, okay, can my teammate try to do these things and I'll cover? But most of the time they don't normally do that. So I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and experience some of this. Now, the first half of it is just kind of uneventful, but then it does pick up after some time.
Get ready, moving up.
Alright, so I can only speak for myself in this situation. As you can see, I'm about to head up the stairs, but then I stop because I see the Octane is going to start looting upstairs, so I decide to go loot somewhere else. Now, something I want to mention while, you know, we're just looting right now is that I found even when I first started off, I made this mistake. I would follow my teammates around and loot similar barrels, and they used to get annoyed. Like people who did have mics, why are you, get away from the thing, get away from me, I'm trying to loot. I'm like, what's the problem? We should share, we're teammates. And I understand more and more because they're trying to mod their guns, and if you look around, like from what I read online, the more space, like the more you're able to go check around, you can mark stuff, the quicker you'll be able to loot the entire area. Also, you don't want to grab stuff that your teammates are trying to grab, because some people really get angry about that kind of stuff. Like you're grabbing their loot, they open a chest and then you just grab everything from out of it. It's like, go open your own. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. That's why I decided not to loot where he was looting.
Jump pad out. Ready, set, go!
New kill leader appointed.
New kill leader? Not for long, pal.
Now right here, I stopped because I heard something. I thought it was my feed.
Hostile right
Then
here.
sure enough, I let my teammates know immediately and I backed off.
Hostile right here.
Alright, so from my personal experience, I want to go ahead and stop for a minute. Because engaging the enemies right here, I have come across like people I've gone against and I could tell that they're new, or just people on my team. Engaging the enemy by yourself, you do not want to do that against a full team unless you know for sure you can do it. Some people, I don't know what it is, if they just like, okay, maybe I can try it, but I don't know where they are, and they could have easily just attacked me, and then I would have left my teammates in a horrible situation. So what I did instead was I marked and I just watched them. I watched to see where they were heading, and I let my teammates know to see if they were going to move in with me. And if they weren't, I have to make a choice. Am I going to try to take them on, or am I going to go meet up with my teammates and then come back? Some people do not follow you, and that's something I think you got to kind of keep in mind when you play this sometimes. Sometimes people will not follow you to the location.
It's go time.
Hostile over there.
Hitting the eject button.
Alright, so I just want to go ahead and stop right here because I want to explain to you guys that yes, I make plenty of mistakes in this game. I am just human, but I also realize when I look back at this how stupid of a decision it was for me to do this. Now, still alone, but I know that Octane is heading this way. Wraith isn't though. If you look at the map, she's still wherever it was she was, but Octane is heading this way and he's super fast, so I know he's going to be there soon. But I jump out in the open. Now, I did not pay attention to whether or not someone would be upstairs by that tree or even to the left. I don't know where they are right now, pretty much. All I know is that they're in front of me and I have no cover. So then, of course, this ends up happening.
Hostile close. I'm spotted. Taking fire.
I'm going in. Taking fire. Grenade.
Pass me that shit.
Follow the tunnel. Down that one. Reloading. I'm down. No bueno. We've got company.
Getting shot at. I downed an enemy.
City got to go and break the rest of you too. Contact with target. Help the squads left. Hostile out.
Reloading. The ship has been eliminated.
We took out the champ? Oh, I didn't even work up a sweat.
Faster, faster, faster. Recharging my shields.
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Delivering care package.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down. Contact with target.
Charging up my shields. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Just a sec. 1 second. Enemy over there.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Hostile right here.
Just give my shields a recharge.
Charging on my shields.
Grenade. Some damage over here. Contact with hostile.
Firing!
So this is another one for me. Cover your teammates. Look, I get it. Some people enjoy being able to go off and fight by themselves. But now here's the thing. There's an enemy Octane is focusing on the front of himself. Now, he didn't see this horizon fly over the roof like I did. I saw that. I saw her do it. And she's trying to attack him. So now, he's going to have a situation where he gets shot at from both directions. But I cover him. And then you're going to also see that his friend is also going to cover him as well. So we're both going to attack her while she's trying to attack him. This is big, you guys. This keeps your teammates in the fight a little bit longer. And it also gives them more health so they can fight. Now, that's why I say they work really well together. Because had I not been there, this Wraith would have still probably covered the Octane regardless. Go ahead and keep playing.
Say what? Whole squad, no.
Good kill. Reloading.
Mobile respawn beacon here. Energy ammo here.
Hitting the eject button.
Hostile close.
It's go time! Firing! They're shooting at me!
Target over there. Reloading.
Reloading. Down one.
Portal's ready. One attacking. Opening fire. Hostile close.
Okay, so now this is a very big thing for me when I'm playing Lifeline. Now, I play the Lifeline a very particular way. If I can revive my teammates, I will do it. Now, her wall faces whichever way it is you're facing. So instinctively, I automatically will always place my wall against the enemy fire. Now, the problem I have with this is that sometimes enemies can be behind you. But as Lifeline, you're going to have to try to kind of protect your teammate that's being revived. So it can be, I personally like to have it where my back is turned to a wall or like a surface, so that if I revive them, no one can shoot me from behind. And in this case, it could have been very bad had there been another team behind us, but there isn't. So I just have to worry about this Wraith. Now for me, when I'm playing Lifeline, And I've noticed that there are some times when certain lifelines do not do this. Revive your teammate. Revive your teammate. You are the quickest revive, and you do not have to get on the ground to do it. Her thing will take care of it, and you can get straight back into the fight. You don't understand how many times I've had lifelines on my team, and they just run right past me to continue with the gunfight. As a lifeline, when I've played lifeline, I don't often do that unless I have to, unless I don't have a choice. Like, there's no way I can actually go over there, but it's literally you just quickly press square. In my case, it's square, and to just get your teammate up, you know, unless they get shot at, and then, you know, you got to pick up their banner. But I'm hoping by that point your teammate is actually helping you and it's not just you by yourself. But I have had matches where I've actually, you know, I've pulled my teammates through and we made it.
Shield healing ya.
Down that one.
Very good. We finish off the whole squad.
I'm hurt. Using a Phoenix kit.
Deploying health drone. Standard extend stabilizer here. Level 2.
Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3.
Energy ammo. Light ammo here.
Someone's got a shot on me. Pretty sure. Watch yourself. There's another squad attacking.
Contact.
Target over there.
Target spotted. Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
We're already inside the ring. Down.
Just a sec. 1 second. The replicator on its way down. Gone bad here.
I'm on. Reloading.
Enemy killed.
That's how you do it.
Reloading.
Reloading. Killed an enemy. Throwing jump pad.
Making contact with enemy.
Getting shot at.
Listen up, I'm getting
Engaging. Enemy spotted. Down that one. I'm down. EMP incoming.
enemy taken.
Watch yourself. There's another squad attacking. Recharging my shields.
Some damage over here.
Wrap me up.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Charging on my shields.
Just using a Phoenix kit. Need to recharge my shields.
Contact with hostile.
I need shields.
All right, so this is a big thing to me. I just heard Wraith say, I need shields. This goes back to that clip with the Pathfinder, when I noticed that Pathfinder did not have any health. So I heard her say that, and I'm going to look at her because I know that she has nothing to heal herself with if she needed to. But we also have enemies we have to worry about. And this is one of those difficult situations where you have to choose if you're going to engage. I mean, at this point, I don't think we have a choice. Now, the drone is also detecting me, and I'm guessing this is the team with the crypto, but his drone is in the air, and I don't like that his drone is there because he can just see where I'm moving to and what I'm about to do. And if they can predict your movements, that is not good. You want them to not be able to predict your movements. So we need to get that drone out of the air.
Shield battery here.
I'm spotted. Taking fire.
Over here.
Health drone if you need it. Just giving my shields a reach. 35 seconds. Rings just up ahead.
Throwing jump pad. Engaging.
Let's explore this way. Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
30 seconds.
Shield battery here.
Taking fire.
Recharge.
Ah,
I'm down. Silence bomb here.
I gotcha. Just keep your head down.
Another squad's attacking. Focus. 1 second.
Reload.
Getting shot at. Reloading. I'm down.
In progress.
I actually
On me now. Don't worry, I got a squad mate spanner. Last one down and a boom boom. Looks like the care package is coming in. Big things in that. Setting up a respawn beacon. Help drone if you need it. Patching myself up a bit.
Helmet here. Level 4.
Contact with target.
3. Beginning ring countdown.
Hostile right here.
Someone's got a shot on me. Pretty sure.
Contact.
Void running.
Whoa! What a rush!
Let's go this way.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Let's go this way.
Taking fire.
Replicator
Spotted one.
Come on now.
Attention. The kill leader has
Go
been
now. Say hello. Recharging my shields.
Evo shield here. Level 3. Barrel stabilizer here.
Knockdown
Level
shield.
4.
Evo shield here. Level 3.
Need to recharge my shields.
I need heavy ammo. Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3. Just giving my shields a recharge.
One more. Rings right there. So
I need shotgun
so
ammo.
close.
Got a barrel stabilizer here. Level 4.
Might be something good this way.
45
Helmet
seconds.
here.
We
Level
can just
4.
walk it. It's got to... Jump that out.
Enemy spotted. Hostile over there. Getting shot at. We're close to the ring. 30 seconds. Recharging my shields.
Recharging my shields.
Placing a portal. I set the portal.
Thanks.
10 seconds to the ring. It's close at least.
Fíjate, another squad is attacking us.
Enemy spotted. Let's go this way.
Quick escape. Heads up. The ring's moving.
delivered.
Gracias.
Heads up. Your package coming in. No problem.
And that's done. Woohoo, that's got a kick.
Hostile spotted.
Ha, hitting the eject button.
Come on, grenade out.
Firing.
Just giving my
Amigos,
shields a
let's go here.
recharge.
Let's down.
Can't believe I'm standing still. You're lucky I like you.
Hostile right here. Contact with target.
Taking fire! Must go faster! Firing!
Second shield healing ya.
Going through. Using a phoenix.
All good.
You are the Apex champions.
All right, there you have it. See, those are the matches where things just go so smoothly. Seems like everybody knows what they're doing. Everything just goes really, really well. I'm not so concerned with the fact that he got down. You know, sometimes it just happens. Some people do just rage quit. And you never know. The match could go like that. You never know. You never know. But that's going to be all for now, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next gameplay or live stream. Until then, you guys take care.